Hi students. So in the yesterday's class we have completed the lesson our environment. So in this lesson we have seen many kind of the concepts which are related to our environment. So in this session let's see the highlights main points of this lesson. So first of all, that is the definition of the environment. So that is it is the physical surrounding where we are living. So this is the physical and biological world where we live, that is also considered as the environment. So it includes all the things which to which the animals, either maybe the plants or animals, they are interconnected. So here by the activities of the human beings, many waste materials are going to be produced in the day-to-day life. They may be poisonous to the environment in some extent, and they are going to be divided into two groups. So that is biodegradable wastes and non-biodegradable wastes. So here we can see that the materials, those which are going to spoil by the activity of, or those materials which are going to decompose by the activity of the microorganisms, those are called biodegradable waste materials. And the materials which are going to be stay for a long time as it is in the environment those are called non-biodegradable waste materials. So the paper, plant products, animal bodies, the dead bodies of the animals, as well as the waste materials of the animals, these are comes under the group of the biodegradable things. And the plastic materials, as well as the man-made artificial things like fibers, they comes under the non-biodegradable materials. So as well as the DDT also comes under the group of non-biodegradable wastes. So that is dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. So try to use maximum number of the things which are going to be reused and recycled, as well as try to use the materials which are going to decompose by the activity of microorganisms. So after this one we have seen the ecosystem. So ecosystem is the functional unit, or it is a system. So it is made by the living and non-living components which is capable of independent in existence, or it is also going to be defined as ecosystem is a system in which we can see the interconnection between the living and non-living things. So there are many kinds of ecosystems are there. For example, the forest is the ecosystem, river is also an ecosystem, ocean, sea, or a lake, or a pond. So these are the natural ecosystems. So these are all the natural ecosystems. And the some ecosystems are there which are called the artificial or man-made. For example, the agricultural lands, garden, park, and aquarium. So we can see the interconnection between the plants, the organisms, and the non-living organisms. So the non-living things. So these are all comes under the ecosystem, that is the man-made and natural. So the next one is the components which found in the ecosystem. Those are the biotic components and abiotic components. So abiotic components includes the soil, water and the air, along with the inorganic substances which helps the living and non-living things. So next one, the biotic components. Those are actually there are three main groups are there in the biotic components. Those are the producers, consumers and the decomposers. So producers means the plants which produce the food, composers the organisms which depends on the others, and the decomposers. Producers means the plants which produce the food or which synthesize their own food. Consumers means which are depending on the others for the food, and decomposers which consume the dead and decaying materials of the organisms. Certain bacteria and fungi comes under the group of decomposers. So in the producers also we can see all the living plants, green plants and some blue-green algae. And in the consumers there are again some groups are there. Those are considered as the herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So already about this one we have already seen. The next one is very important, that is the importance of decomposers, which are actually considered as the cleansing agents of the environment, because they are going to consume all the waste materials produced by the living things like plants and animals, as well as their waste materials. So like that's why they are considered as the cleansing agents of the environment. So after that we have seen the food chain, that is it represents the transfer of energy from one level to another level of the organisms. So next one, that is the food web. Food web is nothing but the interconnected food chains operating in an ecosystem, or this food web also defined as the network of large number of the food chains existing in an ecosystem. That is also called the food web. So there are many food chains are there which are interconnected with each other. So on a single kind of tropic level, many organisms are dependent. That is called the food web. So food web is the large number of the organisms, are the large number of food chains which are interconnected. And the next one is the tropic level. It represents the level of the organisms in which the food is going to transfer into the next one. So that is called the tropic level. So the importance of each and every organism is must. So all the living organisms plays a very important role in maintaining the equality in the ecosystem. So either it may be smaller organism or it may be the larger. So all the organisms are going to play an equal kind of the importance in maintaining the equality in the ecosystem or in the environment. So try to give the equal importance to the all organisms which are living in our surrounding. So this is regarding the lesson our environment. If you have any doubts regarding this lesson, you can send the messages in the form of questions to my WhatsApp number. Thank you and have a nice day.